I don't really jam like chick music like that, y'all, but this got a good guitar to it, a good smooth vibration. That's a good singer right there, y'all. The song calms me down, y'all. Go ahead and find another song. But yeah, that's a good singer right there. That song calms me down. Another song about God. That's a synchronization about God. Synchronization. The name of that song is Only Lord Knows or something. Only Lord Knows. Another synchronicity about the Lord. That's a sign. Him right there is watching over me. Like, no, you ain't about to get in that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Lady. Lady, hold on, y'all. Look for another song. I don't know if that's going to get copyrighted, though. That's the thing. Where's another song? I don't know if that's going to get copyrighted, though. This is an instrumental, so I don't know if they could copyright the instrumental version of Candlebox. But this a good tone, good tune. You just ain't gonna hear him sing it though. Nah, maybe. I can't sing what the hell, y'all. Bro, you ought to hear me jam a solo on the guitar to that. sound much better with the words, y'all. That's the instrumental, so I can play my guitar to it. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Weller. That's like a dubstep rock type of band. That's what y'all hear on Chris Angel. I don't know if you ever watched a magician Chris Angel and how he got background music to it. That's Weller that plays in his episodes. Way back over here, the country part. Hold on, y'all. The music cut out. See, this is the place I need to be at over here. If these individuals wouldn't have been messing with me this long, bro, I probably would have had me a spot somewhere else out here. Bro, look how much land you got way out. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look, you got a whole yard. Look. See how big the yards are out here? I would have been to have me a spot out here. A long time ago, you used to be able to keep going down this road, but they got it as private property. See that rock road? I used to know some people that lived back there a long time ago. Can't go back there anymore, though. I mean, you could, but that dude will get mad at you. Got a bear out there, no? Yeah, they had somebody that was riding a four-wheel. There was a man, and he said he tried to go back there on his four-wheel. He said a dude got all over him for that. I said, oh, so they don't live there anymore, huh? He said no. He knows who I was talking about. This was a long time ago. A long time ago. That man sat on the floor. He's like, that dude thinks he owns the whole damn land, but he really don't. He owns just a little piece of the land back there. But yeah, I used to know some people back there a long time ago. But y'all want to see the horses? Look. Look at the horse out there. Hey, horsey. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. He said they got him all out there or her out there all by themselves. Ain't nobody sitting there talking to him. And they got to sit out there that cold ass weather. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm about to show y'all the house. That if I had enough money, if these individuals wouldn't have been messing with me this long, watch. This the house I want to get right here. It's still for sale too. Look at all the land that you got, bro. I want to get that house. Look at all this land. It's still for sale. Look at all that property. You got the river right there in the back too. You go fishing right there in your backyard. I want that house. It's only upstairs though. If these individuals wouldn't been messing with me that long, I would have bought this house, bro. But they keep on getting in the way of me making my currency. Then you got the whole field right there. You can ride your four in there. I don't have one anymore, but still though. This is the perfect spot out here away from everybody. It's like, yeah, you got neighbors, but you're spaced out though. You don't have to be right there like next to each other and say, hey, they're here, they're here. You ain't got to do that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Watch, I'm about to show y'all. Look. See how the houses are spaced out? You got a house right there, right? Look, a house right there. Now look how spaced out it is. See, look. See how they're spaced out? They're not right there on top of each other. I always wanted to get me that house. I don't know how it looks on the inside, but it's still for sale. That way I ain't got to be bothered by nobody. I'll be out there by myself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, whoop. Oh, hold on a minute. Look. I gotta keep reminding myself this ain't no damn four-wheeler, James. Damn it. This ain't a four-wheeler. You can't be doing that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have fun. But anyways, I wish I wouldn't have sold my four-wheeler, bro. I wish I would have still had my four-wheeler. I remember I used to come out here a while back and do my readings. I had my four-wheeler sitting in the back of the truck with me. I used to park right here and do my readings. And after I get done with my reading, I sit there, unload the four-wheeler, and go ride. Well, yeah, if I had the money, bro, I would have been I bought that house over there. I don't know how the inside looks, but I'm pretty sure it's nice. Got a big old yard. Shit, I'd give a shit less how it looks on the inside. I bet it looks better than the place I'm staying at. But they got all that land over there. They got all that cane field. They have a big yard. They got a whole bayou in the back. Like, you ain't got to go to a swimming pool. I'll jump straight in the test. That's what it is, the test right there. Oh, they got snakes and alligators in there. I don't give a damn what they got in there. If I want to go for a swim, I'm going to go for a swim, damn it. I mean, you do got to be careful when it comes to stuff like that, but that ain't going to bother you. Yeah, ain't going to bother you. Nope. Always somebody, bro, with a negative, like it's like a negative opinion or something negative. They gotta sit there and, how can I say that? They gotta sit there and twist everything into a negative viewpoint of everything. When you trying to have fun and you go swimming, it's like, well, they got snakes, they got alligators in there. And it's like if you go for a walk out in nature, it's like, oh, you better be careful. They got bears out there. Like, bro, that's what nature's about. They're gonna have bears. They're gonna have bears. They're gonna have wild animals. They're gonna have snakes, alligators. That's what it is about the wildlife. It don't matter about that. If I want to go for a walk out in nature, I'm already aware they got bears out here. The bears ain't gonna bother me. The bear's not gonna bother me. The bears ain't gonna sit there and bother me. But it's like everything that you do, it's like a negative reaction. Oh well, if you go swimming in the test, they got alligators in there. They got snakes in there. You go for a walk out in nature, they got bears out there. They got coyotes, they got bears, they got bulls, they got cows out there. And what they gonna do? Sit there and moo at you? What the hell the bears gonna do? Sit there and walk up to you? I ain't scared of none of that. I'm not scared of none of that. It's like, damn, bro, you can't even go enjoy nature without somebody having a negative comment or some type of negative feedback, as if, well, everything is just dangerous. What you do, like nature's dangerous. What? What's dangerous is me being out in nature. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there is dangerous to the witches that relentlessly try to send spiritual attacks. Because it neutralized the bad energy. So yet they're trying to use that as a covert negative feedback, as I say that, it's dangerous. Well, they got bears and stuff out there. No. Nope. They just mad at the fact that this neutralizes energy. Garizing, Scarp. How you doing today? They're only mad because this neutralizes the attacks. Being out in nature, being out in the sunlight like that neutralizes attacks. It puts me in a better spirit. They don't like that. They don't like that. Oh, well, I don't like you going out there and taking a walk in nature. Ain't nobody said they had to like it. Ain't nobody said they had to. don't give a damn about what they like. I don't care about what they like. Bro, these like even though they may be an evil person, bro, there's one of them that try to act like your mama way too much, try to control everything. They ain't controlling shit. They ain't doing none of that. Get mad whenever I come out to nature. So what? Let them get mad. They gonna get over it. There's a official that gets in that energy. It's a feminine. Get mad because I come out to nature. They ain't gonna admit to that though, but I can sense it, bro. I can sense the energy. Get mad at the hell. Oh, what? Why has he gotta be free another day? I can't. Oh, it's obvious the lies ain't working. And they ain't gonna work. They ain't gonna work. Lady, they ain't gonna work. Instead of sit there and lie on somebody, why can't they sit there and go ahead and enjoy nature themselves? You know what I'm saying? Try to get a man in all kind of trouble for nothing. All because of, well, he don't believe in none of the stuff they believe in. So what? You see me sit, bro, before they even started with this bullshit. You see me out there bothering them? You see me going out there bothering them? You see me go. I could hear my mama's voice ringing in the background as I said, I told you, boy, that them women was gonna fight over you. You didn't tell me they was gonna try to get me in trouble now. You didn't tell me they was gonna try to get me in trouble. She always told me that. Boy, you gonna have them ladies fighting over you. She never told me they was gonna try to get me in trouble. This lady's way older than me and trying to do that stupid shit, trying to get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's awkward as hell. Like trying to get a man in trouble for what? Cause they ain't happy. No, because they're not allowed to be with a spiritual person. That's why. So yeah, that irritates them because they believe in something. I don't know if it's a certain oath they took up or something. You hear that? That's how now they can't get out of it. But they can though. They can. Bro, this is some type of delusional belief. But anywhere else, bro, like people like they wouldn't be like that. It's like these individuals trying to set it to where it's forbidden to be with a spiritual person. It's like they try to make it out to be a problem, but yet the crime is being done from them up onto the spiritual person. That ain't right, bro. It's like everything that is good is bad. Like everything that's not a crime is an actual fucking crime. And everything that is actually a crime is actually not a crime. That's how it is over here. Like these people fucking they a trip. Don't the feds not see that? Don't they not see that? Oh, why does he got to go to them? Because you ain't protecting me. Because you ain't protecting me. Because you ain't doing shit. You ain't protecting me. You ain't upholding the U.S. Constitution. You ain't sitting there and let me live my life and to be a spiritual person. You keep on trying to get me in trouble. Oh, well, why is it? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Now I'm going to tell them, don't worry about it. It's the truth, though. I'm pretty sure some of the higher-ups know that. Like, man, they try to, you're not committing no crime. You ain't violating no law, yet that's actually, it's like to them, you're violating all the laws. The higher-ups, get these individuals out my way, damn it. You don't see them. I'm trying to come out here in nature and enjoy myself, and they trying to get me in trouble. Get these individuals out my way, damn it. You don't see them. They can't be doing that. They can't be doing that. Like, damn, bro, why can't they go for a walk out in nature? It's like, damn, bro, it's a crime. Well, you can't be in nature or you're breaking the law. They got to sit there and make up something on you that you're not even doing when you walk out in nature, just like on the phone right now, on the live stream. They sit there and try to act like, perceive you as if you're breaking the law or doing something, but you're not. When you're not breaking the law to these individuals where I live at, or you're violating all the laws. You're committing all the violations. When you're not, you ain't doing shit. But the minute a crime, the minute somebody breaks the fucking law right there in plain sight, oh, you don't get in trouble for it. I'm not that person. I don't believe in that stupid shit. You can sit there and do something right there in plain sight, right in front of the official. That's a crime and I get cited for it or get in trouble for it. But yet the minute you ain't doing nothing to commit a crime, you get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There come that bell chopper. I can hear it. I know the sound of that engine. I ain't heard that in a while. I don't think it's coming over here, no. Y'all can hear it in the background at a distance. That's one of the bell choppers. I forgot what number it is, but it's a bell chopper. Bell something. Bro, I can actually meditate to that sound. Nah, he ain't coming over here. I want to say it may be Bell 207. There's a certain chopper that has that sound to. I want to say it's 207 or 40. So I forgot what number it is, but it's one of those Bell choppers that has that sound. Then they got a plane flying in there too. Look at that. Plane and a chopper. Look, check them out. Look at him. Look, the plane. Look like the plane chasing the chopper. Look, look at him. I don't know if you see the plane. Look. They got some action today in the sky, don't they? Look, y'all want to see the plane? Look. Look the plane. Y'all see it? They all joyride. He went like that, like he almost did a whole like I thought he was gonna do a barrel roll, but he didn't. He turned it like steep like this to the side and went like that. It's like, damn, bro, like my inspiration, like that right there, it's like they want to be out in nature too. They trying to come out here and get them some nature too. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna do? Land right here in the field? They gonna land right here in the field? This is dangerous right there. They got a drain that's right here. If they're not watching, bro, somebody step in that and break their damn knee. That's dangerous. But no, what I was saying earlier, bro, like that's the truth how these individuals are over here where I'm at. If somebody commits a crime in front of these individuals, it's not a crime. But somebody that's innocent, that don't commit any crime, that don't break any law, then it's like it's the exact opposite, bro. Like these individuals are twisted. That's the main reason why I had to contact the higher up law to start with in order to protect me, bro. Because it's like Crimes are being committed right there in front of these individuals, and yet they ain't doing nothing about it. But yet, you not doing anything. It's like these individuals keep violating your rights and doing shit to you in order to violate your rights. It's backwards. It's backwards. But it's corrupt, bro. And it's like whenever you get aggravated and mean, you cuss them out. You stand your ground. It's like they see that as not as a problem. It's like these individuals will desperately provoke you in order to be mean. That's the main reason why I had to contact the higher ups to start with, because you should be allowed, bro. Like, that's your right to go out there and to have fun without being bothered. That's your right to have fun without being bothered. Simple as that. There's the plane. You have the right to go out there and have fun without being bothered. To my genuine supporters on here, I have court Thursday, and I really shouldn't even be going there, because there wasn't no crime committed June 2nd of 2025 of disturbing the peace. It's a false allegation against me, an invalid charge that's on me. I don't trust going there. I don't feel safe going there. Now everything is making sense to these higher up authority figures now. Why I had to contact them. These individuals so much do anything to me, bro, with no crime that has been committed. If they so much put any restraints on me or try to take me somewhere as against my free will without my consent, that's kidnapping, bro. That's another reason why I don't want to go to court Thursday. It's kidnapping. If I have a PTSD flashback, bro, if my PTSD is bad, I will not go. I would disappear. I will not go. I will not go. I don't trust these individuals at all. I'll tell you where I will go, to the field office. I refuse to leave here until I go back home with protection. I need one of these individuals to defend me when it comes to this situation, as I say that, hey, he ain't been in contact with his ex. And this ain't disturbing the peace either. When somebody follows somebody out the building, when you tell them to leave you alone, that's criminal harassment upon that individual's behalf. They had no business messing with me that day. This is a forced invalid charge, bro, of disturbing the peace. The U.S. Constitution defends me from anything being used against me when it comes to self-defense at an attacker following me out the building. I had every right to stand my ground, defend myself. And this is stand your ground state. And it's also ruled under the U.S. Supreme Court rulings that someone was not found to be in contempt of court at wearing profane language on their shirt. They couldn't do nothing about it. It's free speech. It's free speech. Somebody literally went inside of a courtroom. Judge couldn't do nothing to them. Profane and offensive language is protected under the First Amendment, free speech. As long as you're not provoking a fight. That's my argument with this situation. Disturbing the peace would be causing a scene for no reason. But there's justification that the reason why I turned around, it was out of self-defense. I told the person the first time, I don't want to hear about this. I'm here to get my food to go about my way. And then when they proceeded to follow me out the building to threaten my freedom with arrest and a trespass, especially when the arrest came out their mouth, I didn't take that too lightly. Because I don't know how they're going to sit there and threaten my life or threaten my freedom with arrest. Or are they going to do something to try to physically restrain me? I don't know that. I shouldn't have been threatened that the minute I turned around and walked off because he kept talking about the ex after I told him I don't want to hear about this individual. I'm here for my food and to go about my way. And he kept on talking and kept on talking, kept on talking. That's when I proceeded to walk out the building. And then he followed me out the building, threatened my freedom with an arrest and a trespass. And that's when I turned around and told him to fuck off and leave me alone. How is that disturbing the peace? Ain't no fucking disturbing the peace, bro. Somebody's looking for trouble and trying to start shit with me. That's what it is. If they can't see that this is a setup that took place up on me, because it's not really disturbing the peace. If the feds can't see that this was premeditated up on me, I'm not saying they don't see it that way, but if people can't see it that this was a setup up on me, then I don't know what to tell them. Because I was going there all that time with no problems and kept getting my groceries from that exact store. It's a public building, bro. I have the right to be anywhere I want in a public building. Well, now I can't go there because of the trespass. I give a shit less about that. But anyways, before the trespass was put on me that day, I have every right to go to a public store, no matter if an ex works there or not. I'm not there for them. I'm there to get my groceries. That manager had no reason to fuck with me like that or tell me what he told me about the ex when there's no contact between me and them. I didn't want to hear about it. He should have respected my wishes as I say, look, I'm not here for this service. I'm here to get my groceries and to go about my way. And the minute that he seen me walk out the door, he should have just stopped. But no, he proceeded to follow me out the building, out the business, and threaten my freedom. When somebody turns around, bro, and they walk off, it means the conversation is over. I already said the first time, I don't want to hear about this individual. I'm here for my food. I'm going about my way. It means leave me alone. I'm not interested in hearing about anything else that you're trying to say about her. This is irrelevant. And then a couple of days later, they have somebody to come to the house that drops a restraining order off. Still fucking with me. Still trying to mess with me. And they're trying to use that to their advantage in order to try to make that arrest that happened June 2nd more credible, but it's not. It's not. There hasn't been no contact between me and this individual for a long time. And it could be proved. These individuals, hold on, y'all. These individuals clearly started shit that day up on me, and it could be proven. I've been having to report activities to the FBI before that, before June 2nd of 2025. And how these cops kept on fucking with my rights and my freedom, violate my Fourth Amendment with unreasonable searches upon my person, conducting false investigations. I told them about that. And believe it or not, one of them was interested in wanting to know what tower cards I pulled. Because I told him about that, what cards I kept pulling. And it said, what's the cards again? The tower cards. And I explained, I gave them the meaning of them. I said, you could go to a website that's going to show you what they mean. Even though they may not be able to use that as evidence, but it's still documented down that, hey, I'm doing everything in my power to let them know that, hey, something is going on that's against my rights, what these locals are doing to me. And this is my only way to prove what may be taking place. The pages kept coming up in reverse with the Six of Pentacles reverse. That's the cards right there. Page of Cups reverse and a Page of Pentacles reverse with the Six of Pentacles reverse. That's scamming. Scamming. And that could have been done through fake pages way back then. But nah, that's mainly the problem, y'all. That's how long that's been being done to me. Ever since I stayed in a 3-bedroom house, I had to be on the phone repetitively with the FBI to let them know that, hey, these cops will not leave me alone. I said, this is the unit number. This is who they are. This is their name. This is their face. All they got to do is go back and see all the reports I put in from 2023 all the way up till now. Before the June 2nd incident even took place of disturbing the peace. I wasn't disturbing the peace. I even tried to talk them into them get me in there as a psychic investigator. They said there is a number I could call when it comes to that because they do use people like that. These individuals are not going to project their criminal activities upon me, brothers, if I'm out there breaking the law when I'm not. That's why I was confident enough to contact the higher-ups when I did, several times. Even the times where they kind of try to avoid it, I would sit there and I'll check them on that and say, no, there's a problem. I got the evidence collected on camera. I know what these individuals are doing. This will not be ignored. And I wasn't mean about it, but I asserted my nature. I asserted my authority when it comes to that to say, hey, look, bro, these individuals violate my rights. They're violating these titles and sections that can be proven through camera documentation. I'm not going to let somebody sit there and tell me that they can't do nothing about it when they can. This is federal law violations of their jurisdiction, of titles and sections that has been being done to me for a long time. It's documented on camera. I'm not going to let somebody motherfucker get away with betraying me like that, bro. I'm not. When I call you, it's been for a damn good reason. This has all been verified by me. I know what titles and sections are. I know what these individuals are doing. I got physical proof evidence on it. They got other FBI agents that's pissed off at this dude, is what I'm getting energetically. They're pissed off at this guy right now. They may not be letting it be known, but they know how many times I contacted them, and they want to know why this guy ain't did his damn job the right way a long time ago. Some of them ain't taking that too lightly at me being attacked that way. You got these individuals lying on this man on fake pages, doing something within a group chat, and sitting there trying to fabricate things about him that he's not doing. That right there is going to have to take a physical investigation to take place in order to verify that, to prove that, hey, there is crimes taking place with these officials. There's enough probable cause to actually prove it. Why the fuck are they sitting around this man's house? Why is James getting a bad feeling about these cops, huh? Why? He's telling you that he feels something wrong. He feels a drop and feeling in his stomach, bro. You need to take that shit seriously. You need to listen to him. When he tells you he feels something wrong, it's not what he thinks. When he feels something wrong and he feels that dropping feeling, something is fucking wrong. That same feeling may have hit a few individuals. That same feeling could have come across a few agents. That may not have been the ones I talked to over the phone. They could have felt the same thing. As I say, something ain't right about this man's situation. Talking about me. Were these individuals doing that shit to me? And if they did feel that feeling, then there you go. I guarantee you it wasn't comfortable, now was it? It's not going to let up until the problem is resolved. And yes, you can use intuition when it comes to seeking out certain things that you know is wrong. That's what your gut feeling is there for, brother, to protect you. I'm not going to sit there and let somebody try to gaslight my intuitive abilities. No, they're not. This ain't got a damn thing to do with Tyro. It's about shit that was being done to me every time I travel to a restaurant to get me something to eat or to go to a store and I feel that feeling, that dropping feeling, and somebody's doing shady shit to me. And it can actually be identified with the activity outside the store. These fuckers lingering there in the parking lot. Parked illegally. Sitting there idling for a long time. Nobody gets out of the vehicle. Nobody exits. And by the time I'm coming out the store to get my car, they leaving at the same time I'm leaving. Yeah, that is a crime. It sparks off enough suspicion in order to have it validated as enough probable cause to conduct an investigation to see why they're doing that, bro. And those people that was engaged in that were hurting my reputation, lying on me. I know this with my intuition. I don't have to have no physical proof. I know it intuitively what these fuckers are doing out there. I know exactly what's going on with that shit. They're also seeing my efforts at the time that I went up to the field office that one time. After the arrest took place June 2nd, they see my efforts at what I'm doing to dismantle the situation. If somebody was committing a crime, but it wouldn't be nowhere as near the FBI. Don't these individuals not have enough common sense to understand that? You wouldn't be seen nowhere around law enforcement. Are these individuals asleep, bro? Are they asleep? Do you not see what's being done? That's all right, because the headquarters, the head, I don't know what they call it over there, but it's the big office. Got my complaints. Yep. I've also complained to the out-of-state FBI too, as I say, hey, look, these individuals really ain't doing much about the situation. That's a serious matter of public corruption. I contacted the Texas FBI, but there's still federal law enforcement. They can still investigate that. And I said that these individuals over here really ain't doing much about my situation when it involves extreme public corruption case, white collar that's going on. And like I said, you know, they was patient with me from their field office over there, and I told them the titles and sections. I said, this is the title and section that's being violated. And I proceeded to tell them how. I said, every time I travel, I'm being falsely accused. These cops sitting by my house doing something shady to me. I have camera evidence of them being on their phone. I don't know what they're doing on their phone, but they damn sure ain't checking for radar, because radar, you would see them like that, sitting off like this, facing the traffic. But they'll be sitting there, you'll see them looking down at their phone doing shady shit. I caught that on camera. And I would go home and pull cards at why they were sitting by my home when I get that uneasy feeling in my stomach. Pages kept coming up in reverse, bro. 6 of Pentacles reverse and the pages reverse. There's been several times where I pulled the Justice and the Hierophant reverse. Major level corruption. Major corruption. And you mean to tell me you can't do anything to step in and intervene to stop these individuals from doing that to me? Sounded to me, federal law ain't your career, dude. That ain't one of your careers. That ain't the career for you, because if you was actually serving and protecting somebody of their federal protected rights, you would have been at my house a long time ago getting information as I say, hey, here's my card. If you need anything, call me. And fuck what these other individuals got to say about it, because I got federal protected rights, but that's the way I look at it. I care less what anybody else has to say. You don't want me to do my job as a federal official? If I was employed at this guy's position as an FBI agent, you don't want me to do my job as an agent? You can have your badge back, you can have your credentials back. And you know what I do? I leave that agency and go to somewhere else out of state. That's what I do. You want me to target this man right along with the local? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You understand me? That's not in alignment with federal law. You can have your badge back. There's credentials, there's your badge. I'm out of here. And I document that down while you turn them, because they ain't doing their job the right way. That's what I would have did about it. Fuck out of here. You mean to tell me you can't do shit? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Put me up in there. I guarantee you I'll do something about it. The hell what these other individuals got to say? Oh, well, you got to follow orders. Is this a lawful order to start with? You got somebody's federal protected rights being violated by a group of tyrants. And you mean to tell me I can't step in and protect them? That's my job as a federal official. That's what I would have said. It's their job to protect that person. I would have had an argument right then and there. I'm not going to allow no crooked department to engage in these activities that violate this man's federal protected rights. Not going to happen. He's a legal U.S. citizen to this country. He deserves fairness and justice under U.S. Supreme Court rulings. He deserves that. This man gonna get protection, even if it's just from one of them. Sometimes you gotta put your boss in check, bro. Sometimes you gotta put them in check and tell them about themselves. Whoever this is that's getting you to ignore it or to overlook it, you ain't overlooking shit. That's a test for you. That's a test for you because at the end of the day, they're going to go by what's the titles and sections that are being violated. Because they're not there to overlook a problem or to ignore a problem. They're there to do their job and to uphold justice on a federal level. And with them seeing me fight for my rights, bro, fight for my freedom like that, that right there is showing them as I say, you know what, I got enough justification to get angry at them. To be all over the situation as I say, hey, do something. Y'all got enough reports as it is already to prove that I wasn't doing anything shady in the past of 2023, all the way throughout that time frame up till now. And this is what they're trying to use when it comes to that fucking restraining order. They're trying to get me in trouble. Therefore, once again, it's going to be able to validate, yes, they were indeed committing color law violation. What were they doing on these fake pages? If they would have conducted a proper investigation to see that physically, they would have the physical evidence as to say, hey, they're going to counter that for me. That would be countered. As I say, objection, you're not going to use this against this man because it ain't coming from him. You are using this deliberately in order to obstruct his justice and violate his rights of oppression and intimidation. That's going to be a violation of Title 18, USC, Section 241, and also Section 242. Get it right, bro. I know my rights. I know my federal protected rights like the back of my hand. Get it right. I mean to tell me you can't protect me? Fuck that shit. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Excuse my language. Yes, you can. Screw that. Yes, you can. That's what I mean. My argument is valid. My argument is valid. That holds a lot of power to it. I'm not about to be sitting in this courtroom being viewed upon as a criminal when it was premeditated upon me before June 2nd of 2025 by an extortionist, which is indeed a federal violation. It's illegal for an extortionist to threaten your freedom like that to set you up. To premeditate a situation to take place in order for you to, that could be used against him as entrapment too. It's illegal for that to happen. I'm not some pushover or punk, bro, just because I may be kind. When I go to you and I ask you for help and I deliver you information, you're going to respect me. I don't give a damn if you don't like me. Your job is to protect me. You already got numerous amount of tyrants fucking grouping up together to violate my rights. I contact you for help and you want to act like you can't do nothing about it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And then now look at the situation now. You got multiple officials from different police departments violating my rights. Now look at where it's gotten, how far it's gotten carried out. Exactly. Exactly. And that's your fault. That's your fault. And I'm going to hold you accountable for it. You should have helped me way back then, bro. You should have conducted an investigation way back then. 2023, when I first reported that. You may not have been able to do something right then and there, but you could have did something between that time frame or up till now. You could have did something. Hand me that fucking bullshit. You may be ignoring it, but I ain't. I know what federal titles and sections are. I know exactly what it's all about when it comes to that. I know what a sworn affidavit is too, for enough probable cause to execute a search warrant. I know all about it. Put me in there. Put me in there. Let me be the big dog, the leader of investigations. I'll show you how it's done, partner. I'll show you how it's done. You got people being trafficked and abused and exploited. And you mean to tell me you can't do shit about it? That's bullshit. Put me up in there. Put me up in there. Put this guy up in there. I'll show you how it's done, how to conduct an investigation the proper way. I have every right to be upset, y'all, because this is meant to hurt me and my freedom. And even though I was told that from one of them in there, I still wasn't rude to the man. But I had this assertiveness about me to assert my authority as I say, no, objection. You can do something about it. I showed him that it was upsetting to me. There was a lot of tension there too. There was a lot of tension there. It started to get that way. But I pulled back and detached. Because I know something for sure could be done about what is being done to me. And I'm not going to let up, bro. I'm not. These individuals don't want to let up with conducting these false investigations. They have a multiple police force. They're trying to intimidate and oppress me. When it comes to me traveling, I have a serious problem with that. You ain't going to be doing that bullshit to me. Now, what you got to say to that? To these individuals that think that they can just do anything that they want. No, they cannot. No, they cannot. No, they cannot. No, they cannot. It's my rights as a U.S. citizen to be protected in this country. I don't give a damn if it's the state of Louisiana. It's still the United States of America, and I have U.S. federal protected rights here. I'm not there to be liked by any type of law enforcement official. I'm there to be protected, bro. When you commit a crime, then there you go. You're gonna have to serve the time. But you ain't doing shit. And somebody's trying to falsely accuse you. They gonna get up off their backside and they gonna protect me. They gonna protect. They gonna. They gonna protect me. I just caught myself like it's just like looking at myself in the car. I mean, I really don't pay attention to that. It's like I see my passionate side. It's like I'm viewing myself from a different level of perception. And it's like I see my passionate side, my assertiveness when it comes to that. It just caught my attention. That's why I chuckled like that. I deserve to be protected. I deserve to be protected. I know enough about my rights. I deserve to be protected. But anyways, y'all, I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. But no, it's the truth, though. I deserve to be protected because of what's being done to me. My tire cars ain't gonna lie either. The imagery on them is gonna show you exactly what's going on. It's like my documentation could be used to counter these individuals' motives. Every time I had to report my rights being violated, that right there is going to be able to prove that, hey, something shady was going on back then. That was being done to me. I was kind of half-assed expecting one of them to show up to my residence when I live in that 3-bedroom house. As I say that, hey, what's going on again? Had to talk to me in person. But that never happened. I'm sure they got their own ways of doing things, but still though, bro, like, you got something going on like that, bro, man being lied on, these individuals violating his rights. You would think they send somebody out there to talk to you, to get information from you physically. No, I'm not saying just because you don't see them don't mean that they're not doing their job the right way. I'm not saying that. But still, though, just to provide somebody with protection, as I say, hey, they keep on messing with you. Look, here's a number to call. You could call them. That way, if they cause any more further harm to you, then they're going to intervene. As I say, this will not proceed any further. The damages will not proceed any further. You will no longer violate this guy's rights. He has reported this activity already. That's what I would do if I was in that position. That's the thing, bro. After I reported that, they kept on violating my rights. The locals kept on violate my rights. And I feel much more safer at being on live stream. That way they can't do shit to me. They can't sit there and be like, oh, well, he's doing this, he's doing that. They can't do none of that to me. I'll stay on a live stream all the way up until my court date, Thursday. I'm not going to have these individuals sitting there violating my rights, bro. And doing shady shit to me anymore. And yes, I did try to contact the judge to let him know about extortionists. The local judge. The judge said he couldn't talk to me about the case. But it wasn't about the case. It was about extortionists. It had nothing to do with the case. It was about an extortionist. Keeps on threatening my freedom with these activities. And the judge knows the law. They know the law. They know what state law enforcement is other than sitting there violating color law. They know the difference between that. They know what these officers should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. That's why I wanted to talk to the judge about it. And once again, I didn't really want to bother the judge because I know the judge, you know, he's busy. He's a busy man. But at the same time, bro, when these cops are violating my rights and abusing their power, this needs to be brought to the judge's awareness as I say, hey, this is what they're doing to me. I'm not safe. My freedom is not safe. That's what I would have told him. My freedom is not safe. I'm not protected. I'm not protected and served the way I should be. I need protection, Your Honor. That's what I would have told him. I know I may have a court date coming up here in the near future, but still, these individuals cannot be doing that to me. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just give the situation to the Most High, to God himself, and to trust in his authority that he will come through the judge or somebody in a higher up position. As I say, look, the activity is going to be stopped. It's pretty obvious they can't get away with trying to do things to me or to try to have me sacrifice or to sacrifice my freedom. I'm not going to be done that way. I renounce those activities under the authority of Jesus Christ. I'm not a sacrifice. That's the only thing I could do. Is hand it over to him. The feds need to pay attention to my knowledge and my information too, because there's other people that are sitting in jail and prison right now for crimes they did not commit. I'm not the only one that's going through this, y'all. I'm not. Maybe they could be looking into that. Maybe they could be looking into that as to say, okay, they're trying to get this man in trouble. I wonder how many other people are sitting in there right now on invalid charges, that charge that don't even make any sense because they're not behind that. The innocent don't deserve to be behind bars, FBI. They have some of them sitting in there right now that hasn't committed no crime. And you have the power to release them from that atmosphere by shutting this organization down and getting these crooked individuals out of there. And yes, it's going to come back that these individuals have been tampering and lying to the prosecutor. Having fabricated evidence before the judge in order for them to be sentenced on false things they're not doing. Hopefully this could wake the judge up where I'm at and the prosecution. This is a serious problem. These cops, these officers that you think are working for y'all are not who they say they are. They shouldn't be hurting people like that, Your Honor. It's against the law. It's against the law. That's not under the law. When someone's innocent, they need to leave them alone. Let them go about their day. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, y'all. I just thought I'd spend a day out in nature. And me being on here actually protects my freedom, y'all. That way they cannot cause any more damage. That's how toxic it is over here, bro. Spell work all day, every day. They engage in ritualistic abuse all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, every day. Imprisonment rituals. Oppression rituals. Combine them with the physical violations of color of law. That's torture, bro. It's crime against nature and humanity. It's torture. It's torture. It's definitely extremely a violation of my federal protected rights. That's for damn sure. And these pattern and practices are prohibited by the DOJ, the Department of Justice. Yeah, go do that research. Your job ain't to sit up in there to have somebody sacrificed, bro. To target somebody relentlessly, that ain't your fucking job. That ain't state law enforcement. You're committing cult activity. Ritual abuse, satanic ritual abuse is against the law, bro. To be committing these acts while on duty, while committing color law violation, to have someone look bad while trying to do things on a supernatural level to harm them while you're on duty, you think that's the law? Oh, well, he's a YouTuber. He's a spiritualist. He's a spiritualist on YouTube. We don't want him to be great. We don't want him to rise. We don't want him to be good or great to this world. But here's the thing. I'm already great. You are not stealing my joy from me, bro. You ain't kidnapping me or my joy from me. You ain't stealing not 1 ounce of my freedom from me come Thursday, January 22nd of 2026. You will not steal my freedom from me. I got news for you. I rebuke these corrupt, unlawful activities under the authority of Jesus Christ. And may the Lord Jesus Christ work through the judge to have me with my freedom. I am not no sacrifice. You understand me? I'm not. Lord, work your powers and work your authority through the judge. Work your authority, Lord, through the judge. Any demonic stronghold that's on the judge, Lord, break it loose off of the judge. May anything that's meant to confuse the judge and the prosecution even, anything that's meant to confuse both of these individuals when it comes to my situation, Lord, I command it to be broken loose by Psalm 91. To shatter every curse, every hex, every satanic ritual that was done. Anything that was done in order to pollute these individuals' perception of me. To try to get me viewed upon as a bad person on a spiritual level, to try to control them mentally on a psychological level. Lord Jesus, may every satanic chain of darkness, the kingdom of darkness, shatter loose off of this situation. And may the scales of justice come through for me to set me free. On Thursday, January 22nd of 2026. Amen. I'm not playing. That's almost as if I've already been in prison all this time. Even though I may seem like I have my freedom, no, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have to be I don't have to be behind a dorm or in walls like that to be stripped of my freedom. This is unlawful investigative detention, what these individuals have been doing to me. Even though they may not be having me in cuffs, it's still holding me up on my freedom. Looking into me for no legitimate, valid reason. Once again, this all led up to the June 2nd incident of 2025. And it's still being done currently to these times. Of 2026, just like I showed y'all the other night what they was doing. I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. Think you're going to get a little whacked ass sacrifice, huh? Sacrifice my freedom? You got your position all screwed up, buddy. I promise you that. You see this man right here, Jesus? Right here? He's going to protect me from that. Watch. In Jesus' almighty name, any stronghold of the kingdom of darkness will be shattered to pieces. It will be shattered to pieces. You will not manipulate that judge and get in that judge's head. No, you're not. Your spells, your rituals, your secret society beliefs will not pollute that judge's perception of me at all. You understand me? And if you so much think that you control that judge and take over his position to try to manipulate things in your behalf, on your favor, because that's what you're being seen to be doing, you will be losing your job because of that. Because what you think you're trying to do to me when it comes to this situation, you're trying to overpower that judge, bro. You deliberately are trying to overpower him or trying to have me sacrifice in this courtroom. I don't take that too lightly. I ain't taking that too lightly. I'm going to put the fire of the Holy Spirit upon these individuals. I'm going to let you feel the wrath of Jesus Christ through my voice. You ain't going to harm me. You're going to be the one being held accountable in a court of law. You're going to be the one being on a stand, being held accountable. Everything of what you've been projecting on me, including this restraining order, will be reversed and overturned against you. You will be called in there, possibly subpoenaed to court. And you best show your appearance, bro. Because I'm not taking accountability for anything of what you've been doing to me. I will not take that type of accountability. You will not force your wrongdoings upon me and violate the breach of trust with treason. You will not do that. When I show up to the prosecutor's office several times to tell him and explain to him my rights, I'm right on that. It means that I'm an innocent man fighting for my freedom. And you sitting there trying to pervert that man's perception of me with the fabrication, trying to manipulate things on a spiritual level. He ain't sacrificing me. Neither is this judge going to sacrifice me. You understand me? You going to be confronted about what you've been doing to me all this time, ever since the year 2023, when you kept on threatening my freedom over and over and over. The only thing that you could do is pray to the Most High. I don't care how anybody else out there feels about it. When it comes to me putting protection on the judge spiritually. The judge in the end has the ultimate power for justice. And justice is supposed to be served for the victims. Not the ones trying to play victim and trying to get an innocent person in trouble. Not the ones committing perjury. That's a contempt of court charge right there, bro. Lying under oath and committing perjury, lock them up. I'm not perfect, y'all, but when I'm right, I'm right. I'll take on all these police forces by myself. I know I can. You fucking wrong, but y'all in the dead wrong. All of y'all doing that shit to me. Sitting there lying and following corrupt, unlawful orders. You have the right as an official to not go by unlawful orders. You can't use that as a justification or excuse in the court of law either. You have the right to disregard unlawful orders. Go do your research. What's the matter? You ain't got a mind of your own, bro? You supposed to be serving and protecting somebody. You ain't got a mind of your own? Sit there and fuck with my peace, but I'm gonna show you what it's like. I feel God trying to come through, bro, to pull me out this room. I feel the Most High's presence, bro, trying to come through. I ain't gonna make it Thursday, January 22nd of 2026. I'm not. I can feel it right here. I'm not. I just seen Florida license plate. I've been seeing that a lot, but I get a good feeling from those license plates. Maybe there could be some feds from the Florida area that may be protecting me. I don't know. It don't matter who they are, where they from. As long as they intervene, as I say, hey, they got nothing to worry about. Drop this fucking bullshit charge off me and get this fucking bullshit restraint on off me also. As I say, hey, you're a free man, Scorpio. Don't worry about that. And if it's ain't about to be sitting there doing that punk shit that you like that, Fuck that. I don't know why, but out of all the cars that just passed, Florida license plate caught my attention. I seen the oranges on the back. I get a calm vibe from that when I seen that. Good. 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 Is today some type of holiday or something? Because I ain't got nobody at the is today a holiday? I know it's a Monday, but is today a holiday or something? What holiday is it? Oh, Martin Luther King. Oh yeah, yeah. Mardi Gras is right around the corner. Okay, so that explains it. All right, Mardi Gras. What he gonna do? Throw a bead and hit somebody in the head with it? But they had somebody, some dude threw a beer can off the float one year and hit a lady upside her head with it and fell off the float. After he threw the beer can, he fell off the float. Like, damn. How the hell you gonna throw a beer can and hit somebody upside the head, fall off the floor at the same time? Damn. Poor lady. You know what I'm saying? Poor lady. Hit that lady upside, I'm telling you. Like, damn, lady, you know what I'm saying? So it's Martin Luther King today? Holiday? Holiday. The holidays, man. Wow, this looks stupid as hell. Look at that. It's like a ball headed. Look. Like that. Yep. Hey, you know what's a funny saying? A bald-headed bastard. Bald-headed bastard. That's funny, yeah. That word. Bald-headed bastard. I'm doing okay. I'm trying to get a better energy because of this situation that has been going on for a long time in regards to injustice. And I have court this upcoming Thursday for disturbing the peace, an allegation of disturbing the peace. which I have every bit of defenses to back up that it's not disturbing the peace. It was self-defense on my behalf. And also U.S. Constitutional protected, along with the U.S. Supreme Court rulings that verifies that you can wear a profane shirt in a court of law without being prosecuted for it. I have my defenses when it comes to that. So therefore, it's going to be better to suppress all evidence and to have a motion. Hold on. To have a motion filed for an acquittal. Thrown out. Because a restraining order cannot be used as any form of credibility to this situation because of how much fraud was committed before that. And they have to also understand that it's not, how can I say this? When it comes to them withholding information within a year and a day, they cannot use anything of what they think that they have when it comes to the whole time of them doing shady shit to me. That's another thing. What did these individuals know about statute of limitations? All they doing, bro, is screwing themselves up. That's all they're doing. Screwing themselves up. Now, here's an example. Even if somebody did have some type of tangible proof, combine them with all the other things that was tampered with and manipulated, that right there is going to better to discredit that. You have to have the power of cross-examination to suppress that. I'm being guided to go back home and get my cards to do a reading. There's somebody that's gonna step in and take these crooked motherfuckers away from me, bro. Get these motherfuckers away from me. You're gonna get raided this week, watch. Watch. They're accumulating evidence right now, bro, in order to get that search warrant signed off for enough probable cause of a sworn affidavit. I guarantee you that. They see that you don't want to stop fucking with me. You're in this goddamn live stream right now fucking with my rights, and they're accumulating evidence on that too. Get y'all fucking ass raided this week, watch. I'm speaking into existence, you fucking coward. Even if it's just a basic search, that's good enough. That's good enough for me. Get these fuckers away from me, bro. Y'all hold on a minute. About to do a read. The Star. Are there higher up officials that may be paying attention to what I'm calling out on my live stream about these individuals violating my rights? How these individuals don't want to back the fuck off me and leave me alone? Yeah. Queen of Swords reverse. Six of Wands reverse. The Ace of Wands reverse. Page of Swords reverse. Nine of Cups. The Patient Man reverse. Knight of Pentacles reverse. The Ace of Swords, yeah. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth about tyrants. I'm telling the truth about these tyrants fucking slandering me and trying to manipulate the narrative. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Swords reverse. Yeah, these individuals are out of control with doing that to me. It's a financial scandal that I've been going through too. That's all exposed. That's why I'm not going to jail. Yep. I am believe. Ace of Swords, it's all about the truth. It's exposed. Why am I believe? Let's go ahead and get some details with that. For that. Hold on, yo. Why am I believed? Eight of Wands reverse. Because of the way I communicate, the way I'm standing my ground. So it's the way I communicate and the way I stand up for myself. That's standing up and protecting myself and the way I communicate. Seven of Swords. Okay, so we have 777, bro. That's God's number. Look at that. 777. Wow. And it's in alignment with each other, bro. It's following behind each other. 777, that's God's number. Judgment. I'm being heard. I'm being heard 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands reverse. This community is sneaky. This neighborhood where I'm at, this community where I'm at is not meant to be trusted at all with the 7 of Swords. It's the community that is a problem. Page of Cups. They may want to apologize to me. There's an apology. The Sun reverse. Leo energy. Queen of Swords reverse again is coming out again in reverse. Okay, so this is the problem. It's coming out again in reverse. The Emperor. The Devil. The 10 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords. Okay, so this right here is connected to a lot of abuse. This is all exposed. It's also been discovered that there's a binding contract that's on me. An illegal binding contract to have me done this way. With the Devil and the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. To hold me up. With nothing but illusions. Yep. Something about a illegal binding contract. So what's the main reason why I may be believed over what I'm saying? What's the main thing that's catching their attention? I can also be believed when it comes to these individuals being satanic with the devil. They're not human. This is inhumane activity. What would be the number What would be the number one reason I believe when it comes to what I'm calling out? The Patient Man. The 2 of Pentacles reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Pentacles. The 6 of Swords. The Lovers reverse. And how I don't have contact with an ex-lover. And I'm not engaged in any type of explicit conversations with the Lovers reverse. There's supposed to be explicit bodies right here, y'all, of people. But I had to color that in. There's no explicit conversations between others or this ex-lover. The Fool reverse. 7 of Swords again. Somebody doing something extremely deceptive and underhanded to try to hold me back of my freedom. Scamming. Okay, so there's an imposter here. An imposter. And this is how they're able to escape detection with abusing their power and position of authority. That's why. But they're getting all smarter when it comes to that. This is on an investigation. This is being looked into. The 8 of Swords reverse. The Sun, illumination. The Sun card showing itself again. 10 of Swords reverse. It's being illuminated. This ex-lover is not being victimized by me. They have a lot of information on that this is a lot of scamming taking place and extortion. And this is all connected to a Leo. 2 of Cups reverse. And the Magician reverse. Somebody trying to manipulate shit and they have been enlightened to that. Ain't none of these individuals a victim. It's something getting exposed by a Gemini too, about a Gemini with the Lovers reverse. Wasn't no conversation between me and a Gemini. That was manipulated too. Or something may be coming out about a Gemini manipulating something. That's also connected to these conversations at abuse of power and scamming. That's one of the officials that may be connected to that. Don't have to be. There's several of them that are abusing their power with scamming. Hey, this is what the blue jackets are looking into. That's the raid jackets, them wearing the raid jackets with their headphones on their head, what it looks like. And they're seeing where this is coming from. The Six of Pentacles diverse. This is coming from authority figures. You ain't putting me in jail, bro. No, you ain't. They see what the hell you doing. Six of Pentacles diverse. All of this has gotten exposed. Ain't none of these individuals are a victim. They're using this to try to victimize me. That's the main thing that's gotten exposed. Does the FBI know who's behind some of these accounts on this live stream? Are they investigating who's behind some of these accounts on my live stream? You think you bullshitting them, bro. They know that this ain't no legitimate accounts commenting on here. A Queen of Wands reverse is behind that. Leo female. Four of Cups reverse. Knight of Wands. Oh, the Tower. The same one that's been lying on me. Okay, so she's on a fake page. Hold on. The fuck out of here. Is this person really this stupid? They know exactly who's behind some of these accounts. Somebody that is scared and terrified. A Fool card. They're caught. Seven of Swords reverse, they're caught. Queen of Wands reverse is caught. The Star. The Eight of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. The Devil reverse. Four of Swords reverse. And the Judgment reverse. This individual has been warned to leave me alone. They've been warned to leave me alone. They know exactly who this is that's behind that. What's happening to this Queen of Wands reverse? Get caught stealing too. You get caught stealing. You one of the ones about to get raided, bro, with that Tower card. What's this Queen of Wands reverse get caught up for? Some type of conversations online. Damn, bro. Okay, so these individuals can have conversations on things, conversations being had with children from this individual. Nine of Cups reversed. or somebody that's connected to her that's having conversations with these pages. Damn. Five of Wands reverse. The moon. She's getting caught up for causing illusions. Illusions. Something about hidden cameras too. She could be getting caught for some type of hidden camera activity. King of Wands. Knight of Cups reverse. She's definitely caught with a King of Wands here. King of Swords reverse. Knight of Pentacles reverse. Something about a Gemini man. Something involving a Gemini man. Seven of Pentacles. And the Fool reverse. With the Ace of Pentacles. Sounded to me, this son of us get caught at one night stands. With authority figures. Why is the son of us having one night stands at the Knight of Cups reverse? What's your problem? You got some fucking nerve to sit there and manipulate shit too with the moon card. This a foolish move what this son of a just doing, bro. With the Fool reverse, a foolish move. She's also being seen to be trying to hide in the Sagittarius' energy, masculine. That's also an official. What are these illusions about? You're being seen to be orchestrating investigation, what it looks like, of illusions. Conducting false investigations based off illusions and screwing with these individuals' mentality to do it. Screwing with their head with nothing but illusions and lies. You got these officials under mind control, what it looks like. So what is she getting caught with this moon card energy? They on to this individual, bro. They ain't fooled by what she's doing. Catfishing accounts. Catfishing. Scandalizing people involving children. The moon again. Trying to force a Cancer female and a Cancer male to do sick shit when it comes to ritualistic practices with the moon. Cancer female for sure. Look, the female right there. Four of Cups. Eight of Cups. Four of Wands reverse. Six of Swords reverse. Trying to force a Cancer female into creating illusions and doing some form of ritualistic, it looked like to me, ritualistic sacrifice in order to project some type of illusions upon my home with the Four of Wands reverse in order to try to bring bad energy around me in a public setting of disapproval. Five of Cups. Okay, so she's being seen to be attacking and trying to bully a Cancer female and possibly a Cancer male too. Ace of Wands reverse. Four of Pentacles reverse. And yeah, the Knight of Swords. She's being seen as to be an attacker. Trying to force these individuals to manipulate shit with a Queen of Pentacles energy. This is what these officers are being seen to be doing to me. And also causing illusions about a couple here too, what it looks like. This person's out of control and is a drama starter. Straight up drama starter. They know what this individual's doing. She's gonna get in trouble. She's caught. This is an official that's about to get her ass in trouble. Is this an official that's about to get her ass in trouble? Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords reverse, Page of Cups reverse. She could be getting in trouble for lying to a King of Swords reverse. Five of Cups, the Fool, the Emperor, the High Priestess reverse. She's been a man. There's some secrets coming out about a King of Swords reverse that could be an air sign masculine. Ace of Cups reverse. Four of Cups. She's definitely going to be upset, I'll tell you that much. She's going to be crying. Two Kings in reverse. Two of Wands. The Ending card reverse. Oh, this don't look too good for her, bro. The World. And the Two of Pentacles. There's two Kings reversed with an Emperor upright. I'm kind of getting the vibes that this individual may have to go into some type of psychiatric evaluation with the Four of Swords, because this is crazy what this individual is doing. This is insane. What this individual has been doing, bro, engaging in, this is insane. I'm not really getting her getting in trouble like that. This is insane what she has been doing. She's not right up here. She may look normal, but she's not. That's all that fucking spell work, bro. What you doing sitting there doing spell work to start with, lady? Do you not see that this is deteriorating your mind? Saying that ain't gonna get to them. They ain't gonna listen. They don't listen. They don't listen. And they think that shit's funny too. They think that's funny. They don't fucking listen. This individual's hard-headed and don't listen. I'm not really getting her getting in trouble. But she damn well is going to go through a psychiatric evaluation with the Four of Swords energy. It's all about a hospital. This is originally done from all that spell work affecting her mind, bro. That ain't going to help her. This lady's being seen as crazy. To keep doing that shit with the moon card. But yet want to get mad at me for me channeling the for me channeling the energy. How the hell you gonna get mad at me, lady, whenever this is coming from you? You the one that's doing that. You don't want to orchestrate all this to be done to me. This lady right here, I'm telling you right now, she's not right in the head, bro. She ain't right in the head. I'm going to tell you what that really is, bro. It's a demonic possession she's under. I don't really feel like a psychiatric evaluation or her being hospitalized, or however you say that, when it comes to a psychiatric evaluation. I'm not really getting that's going to better to help them. Not when they're possessed by demons. It's spell work that has this lady in this energy, which is what would lead up to psychiatric evaluation. She cannot be engaging in these type practices, bro. This is not normal. What are you doing, lady? What is this lady doing? It's like she wants me to evaluate her. Look here, lady, I don't have a psychiatric license. I don't have a physician license, lady. I can't do that. I cannot do that. I'm getting a telepathic message as I say, well, why can't you evaluate me? Because I don't have a license for that, lady. I can't do that. She don't really want to go there. But I'm getting that she may have to go there, but she really don't want to go there. It's spell work that's affected her that much. That's all it is. She's not mentally competent in order to conduct investigations. You can't be conducting the same thing over and over with illusions, lady. It's not going to work that way. It's not going to work that way. This is affecting her mind. That spell work is affecting her mind. Therefore, it's going to better to affect how she functions when it comes to working for the law. I don't feel the lady's fit enough in order to conduct an investigation like that. She's not. I'm not saying that in a bad way or a mean way. It's just the truth. You cannot be conducting the same damn thing over and over with illusions, lady, to try to get somebody in trouble. You can't be doing that. Oh, well, just one more time and just one more. Ain't no one more shit. You can't be doing that. That's why I'm right here, because to remind them they can't be doing that. They cannot be doing that. They cannot be doing that. They cannot be doing that. Maybe this individual's trying to manipulate something with that fire sign masculine. It's like they're manipulating something that something don't make any sense. I don't know if this guy has got tired of that, or this lady cannot be doing that, bro. My cards are showing this right here could have her on a psychiatric evaluation. It's simply due to the same repetitive thing being ran over and over and over. I'm not really getting she'll get in trouble. She really needs an exorcism to be done. Now, once again, I'm not a physician. I'm not a psychiatrist. But I firmly believe that she deserves an exorcism, because it's going to continue. She could get on medication. But still, though, bro, like, that's not going to be able to rip this demon out of her mind. She's under spiritual oppression, demonic possession and oppression. And this is done to her through spell work, from her engaging in those spell work practices. And it's like the energy I'm getting from my cards, she don't want to go there. It's like she wants me to evaluate that. That way she don't have to go somewhere where she really don't want to go. I can't do that, lady. Why? So the individuals get upset, keep trying to gaslight. How the hell she gonna want me to evaluate something? That's just the energy I'm getting, though. She don't really want to go there. How the hell am I supposed to attempt to evaluate when the individual's just gonna sit there and try to attack and attack and attack? You can't do that, lady. It's like she wants me to take the candles and everything from her, and to confiscate the candles in her altar. I'm not doing none of that bullshit. That ain't about to happen. But no, I'll definitely get this energy of some type of evaluation. She may not get in trouble, but she may have to go through an evaluation. She may have to undergo an evaluation. If this is someone that's in charge of conducting investigations, she's not fit for that, bro, I'm telling you. Not with the mentality she's in. No, she's not. I'm not saying that to make fun of them or to laugh at them, because that's not a laughing matter. She can't be doing that. This lady cannot be doing that. All it's doing is hurting her. There's other people you can investigate out there. You can't just be focused on an innocent person, lady, to try to sit there and attack them. Can't do all that. That's like the individual that's doing that to me has several opportunities to talk to me in person, but they don't want to do that. to at least tell me why they're doing what they're doing, to open up to me and let me know, hey, I for sure can help them on a spiritual level. But as far as a psychiatric, no, I can't do none of that. But as far as a spiritual cleansing, they're going to have to be willing to want to ascend. There's an ascension through their spiritual side that is relentlessly being held back. My left ear just started ringing as I said that very loudly. Very, very, very loudly. I don't know if this individual has ever been through any type of spiritual ascensions, but they're going to have to go through that because they're already awakened. They're already awakened. It's just they're awakened at a dark level. And it's going to get worse for her if she don't get this demonic entity out of her. That would be the only way I could help her, is through a demonic exorcism. What they call that, exorcising a demon out of her body. That's the only way I can help. I know how to do it too. That would be the only thing that I can indeed perform. It's a spiritual exorcism to get this demon out of this lady's body, out of her mind. I already know it's going to put up one hell of a fight, but I can feel it. But still, though, that means you're going to have to hold the crucifix to her forehead, and you're going to have to sit there and pray and pray and pray until that demon leaves. But I don't think she's ready for that. She'll feel like a whole new person. I promise you. Because that's what's affecting her mind. Trust me, I have the power to drive a demon out the vessel. It's all on the way that you pray. I did that before and it worked 500,000%. You have to pray, bro. Just because you feel a lot of intensity and anger building up within that individual, it don't matter. You don't stop praying. You keep praying harder. You get them to submit to the Most High's presence. You get that demon to submit to the Most High's presence, as I say, I rebuke your presence in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Any demons that's inside the stomach area, up and out now. Up and out now. In the mind, you have to go up and out now. And you keep on praying and keep on praying and keep on praying. They may end up falling over. They may end up losing their breath, like they may be gasping for air. They may start screaming. That's normal. You are pulling a demon out of that body, bro. Like, that needs to happen. That does not scare me. Therefore, when it's over, they're going to feel lighter. They're not even, they possibly not going to even remember them doing some of the stuff that they was doing. That's how bad this lady has it, bro. So that's my personal belief on a psychiatric evaluation when it comes to her behalf. I don't think that would do it for her. I know it wouldn't do it for her. I mean, on the 3D, then yeah, you know, but spiritual, she could take medication. It's still not going to stop the problem when it's spiritual. Because up here, why you think they have the hypothalamus and they have the pineal gland? Why you think they have that area up there that connects you to your spiritual side? Once a demon has possession over that, bro, that's basically your spirituality side. Once that is taken over by a demonic force, therefore the rest will be oppressed. Once it can control your mind, your physical actions will follow behind it. And that's exactly what's being done to her. I'm not qualified to exorcise a demon out of somebody, but I've done it before and it worked. It worked instantly. I got my qualifications and certification in the spirit world for that, bro. I know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I don't think that they're ready for that. I don't think that they're ready to have that demon exercise out of them. But that will help the individual a lot. It will definitely help them. This lady's been battling that for a long time. Since the late 1990s, she's been battling that. And this position that she's in took advantage of her on a spiritual level, because this is the perfect position for her to get in, to think that this is some type of power for her to have, or to feel like she's a powerful person by having power over people, but yet abusing people, doing all that. That right there is going to cause that energy to grow even stronger, because instead of it, feeds off of people's fear. And these officials that look up to her, she feeds off of that. They're enablers to her. These ones that go along with these unlawful orders are enablers to her activity. Every time they go along with what she wants them to do, they are enabling her unlawful orders to actually go through. They're not man enough to stand up to this individual, bro, or woman enough to stand up to this individual, but I am. You don't have to be hostile or be rude or cuss them out. It's about this right here. Your job is to not be a witch while you're on the force. Your job is to not be doing witchcraft 24/7 and having things conducted in order to try to hurt somebody with illusions, lady. That's not your job here. I could care less what this demon is telling you. That is a lie. That is a lie. You're not there to harm me. You're not there to conduct any type of false investigation upon me in order to try to have me monitored as type of ritualistic practice of an isolation ritual. You're not supposed to be doing that to me while you're on duty. That's not your job there. It's like part of her knows that, but she can't stop herself. She can't admit to it either. There's a constant state of denial of non-admission. I don't need my cards for that. I can sense it energetically. Like, damn, bro, what these individuals are trying to do, like, when it comes to Thursday, they're trying to get me in there to be a preacher and to baptize this individual and to drive demons out in a court of law. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna do, reschedule a court date and have it at a church? You know what I'm saying, at a church? Hey, Your Honor, look, they got a problem here spiritually. This lady right here needs to be baptized. She needs to have a demon exorcised out the body immediately, Your Honor. Is there any way that we go? Is there any way that this court date could be held at a church? This lady needs to have a demon exorcised out of her, even though that may not be part of the court situation. But that has a lot to do with me being in here as it is. Bro, you never know, bro, what some judges would actually... You never know if they would sit there and not ignore that and actually listen to it and what you tell them. Even though it may not have nothing to do with that, like, you really can't talk about things like that. But at the same time, it's good to bring it to their awareness as I say that, hey, if things don't make logical sense while things are happening, it's on a spiritual level, y'all. They could be under demonic possession. That's why the same thing keeps happening over and over and over in a repetitive cycle like that. And it don't want to leave the lady alone. And believe it or not, bro, demons can indeed control people's physical body, their physical actions. Yes, it can. This stuff is dangerous what this woman is playing around with, bro. With that high priestess reverse, it has a lot to do with witchcraft. This is dangerous what she's playing around with. And this demon don't want her to talk to me. It's oppressed when it comes to me. That's how it don't want her to talk to me. But at the same time, there's another side to where her soul is screaming for help, bro. As I say, help her, help her, help her. But the demon's holding them back. Can't be doing all that. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm getting something to do with a psychiatric evaluation with that Four of Swords energy. But this has a lot to do with the spiritual side, bro. She's demonically possessed. I can feel that.